What's happening, everybody? This is the Sasuke, and welcome to a new series on the channel for Darkest Dungeon. As you can see, we're already at the start menu and I have everything set up, but we're going to watch the intro sequence because it's important to the story and it's so badass. So, let me mute myself and let's get started with that.
Ruin has come to our family. You remember our venerable house? Opulent and imperial, gazing proudly from its stoic perch above the moor. I lived all my years in that ancient, rumor-shadowed manor, fattened by decadence and luxury. And yet I began to tire of conventional extravagance. Singular, unsettling tales suggested the mansion itself was a gateway to some fabulous and unnameable power. With relic and ritual, I bent every effort towards the excavation and recovery of those long-buried secrets, exhausting what remained of our family fortune on swarthy workmen and sturdy shovels. At last, in the salt-soaked crags beneath the lowest foundations, we unearthed that damnable portal of antediluvian evil. Our every step unsettled the ancient earth, but we were in a realm of death and madness. In the end, I alone fled laughing and wailing through those blackened arcades of antiquity, until consciousness failed me. You remember our venerable house, opulent and imperial. It is a festering abomination. I beg you, return home, claim your birthright, and deliver our family from the ravenous, clutching shadows of the darkest dungeon.
Morbidly amazing stuff. Welcome to Darkest Dungeon. Let's go ahead and get started with a new game. As you can see, I've already had one in progress, but we're gonna start a new one. Click the letter. Let's see. This is gonna be the YouTube dankest, the dankiest, nastiest, stankest dungeon in the world. And let's get started. I'll be quiet for this too.
You will arrive along the old road. It winds with a troubling, serpent-like suggestion through the corrupted countryside, leading only, I fear, to ever more tenebrous places. There is a sickness in the ancient, pitted cobbles of the old road, and on its writhing path, you will face viciousness, violence, and perhaps other damnably transcendent terrors. So steel yourself, and remember there can be no bravery without madness. The old road will take you to hell, but in that gaping abyss, we will find our redemption.
Oh my god, that narrator's voice though literally sends shivers up my spine every time I hear it. It's fantastic. So, Darkest Dungeon time, if it ever loads. That's one thing I have noticed with the game, is it does take a little while to transition between when you come back from missions and cutscenes and all that business. But as long as it doesn't crash, it's fine. Hello. We're waiting. There we go. So we're already starting on our first mission. And it'll give us tips and stuff, but I already know how to do all of it, so I will be explaining it. As you can see,
Keep to the side path. The hamlet is just ahead.
As you can see, we have a little map down here, and this is how we navigate between rooms. We just came from this room. You can see we have a torchlight level up here. You can see what kind of quest we're on, and you can see that both of these characters have abilities, and they have weapons, and you can see their stats here. Let's see, we got a Warrior of Light, and he's prone to stealing items, and he can only pray for release. We have a known cheat who has a hard noggin and +2 speed, and their names are Dismas and Renaud, but we're going to change those. And the first peel, I know who the first people are going to be. Noobs. Don't worry guys, I'm not going to get you killed, I promise. Maybe. Bobat. So my first two men, the most loyal of them all. We got our first fight. So kill your enemy, yeah. So this is how combat works. As you can see, we have abilities we can use, and then you can see down there it shows the positions that are available. If we're in the first or the fourth position, we cannot use this ability, but in the second and third, the yellow squares or the yellow circles, we can. And it'll say that it hits all three of those red ones, but it won't hit the last one. Whereas this one, we have to be on the first three, and it can only hit up to the first two. But if the circles are connected, that means we hit them all. If it's not, we only hit one at a time. Now we have a self buff here, and we could move technically if we wanted, or we could skip the turn, but you get stress. We'll talk more about stress when it comes to it, but let's see what Bobat does. Oh, big damage there from the Bo Busy, and he bled the target. Looking really good. Oh my god, a crit? That's terrible. I'm sorry, Bobat, I love you. Let's just go ahead and put this guy out of his misery. Newbie just put the hot dickings on that guy, and we got lots of money. Oh wow. So there's a tent here. There's interactive objects in the game, and we'll just go ahead and see what we get from this. We got some valuables, citrines that sell for money. Oh, and we got a room fight. That's a little scary. Oh god. These are really strong enemies to be fighting this early. So the Fusilier is always really scary, so I think we need to focus him down. We do 3 to 8 and he has 12 HP. Pretty good shot. Didn't miss. That's always a good thing. Blanket Fire does a whole lot of damage, so... Sadly, this guy can only hit the peel in the first row, so we're just going to focus on smacking this guy in the face a little bit. Bobap is just going to keep shooting this guy in the face till he's dead. This Blanket Fire scares me. Can we stun this guy? He has a 50% resist, and it's a stun base of 100%. So, 50% chance with a crit, baby. Gave us a little bit of stress relief. Nice stun. So, I think we're going to try the Blanket Fire, because if it hits, it'll auto-kill this guy, and it'll deal damage to this guy. Oh, yeah. Nice, a little bit of stress relief. Try to keep that as low as possible. If you get to 100, you'll get either invigorated or you'll go into a state where your character becomes fearful or masochistic. And when that happens, it gets really bad. But if you can keep it close to 0, wow, that is a lot of money at these starter missions. It's trapped. So that sucks, but it doesn't matter because we're about to leave. We didn't get anything from it. Let's go ahead and leave. So we get a nice little chunk of money to start out with here. 8,300. We got 3K from that mission. And both of them hit level 1. Let's see what we get. We got second win, so he deals damage if he's below HP. And this guy will only gamble in town. That kind of sucks. So, pretty much, we're about to receive a lot of information at the same time. So, here's the activity log. I know he's talking, but here's the activity log. It'll tell us everything that happened on the recent mission, and if we have more than these amount of people, it'll tell us what happened at the base while we were gone. These are our goals currently. It's all the bosses in the game that we need to kill. We also need to raise each of them to their max levels. And then we have all these areas. Yeah, I know where we're going. We can check out the Ancestors' Memoirs, which is everything that we've seen up to this point, including cutscenes in the future. The graveyard is where hopefully no one will die. Oh, his voice is so good. And this is where we'll get new people.
Soldiers and outlaws, fools and corpses.
Okay,
All
so
will find their way to us now that the road is clear.
we have 2 females here. So this is definitely going to be Kristen. And we're going to go ahead and name this lady fellow rather, Heather. Heja. One of my good friends. Okay, so you can see there's camping skills. We won't encounter that for a while, so till it becomes a issue, I'm not going to go over it. You can see the skills, and you can see the skills that we could unlock for them. Let's hope we got lucky with her. Okay, her skills aren't terrible. And we've already seen our main 2 characters. So, we don't have any of these unlocked yet, do we? Okay, yeah, we don't have any of these unlocked, so we just have to go on a quest. We don't have anything interesting. So, our first mission, we only get 1. Now, this is an important part, is you get to choose who gets to go on what mission. So what I'm going to do is I look at this guy, I see his preferred positions and his preferred targets. We'll also look at all of his skills to see what he needs to do and where he needs to be. And we'll do that for all of our characters. Generally, you can just go by this, but it's always nice to look over it. Kristen has... Oh, that really sucks. She has 2 skills that need her to be in the front, and she has 2 skills that need her to be in the back. So sadly, she's going to be relegated to the back. And all of his skills can be used from the 3rd or the 4th row. So what we're going to do, we're going to put you, and you. The Red Hook. The usual suspects. I wonder if there's any different names here. Curious. Tricky Glory? Interesting. I think we should probably go with the Red Hook, though. The further back somebody is, the less likely they'll be hit by the melees. That's not always true. Sometimes you have longer reach, but now you'll see one of the more interesting parts of the game. It says we'll get if we complete this mission, we'll get Bust and Crest, which allow us to upgrade buildings. Of course, we'll get gold, which is fantastic. And we'll get a trinket.
The cost of preparedness, measured now in gold, later in blood.
Okay, so when I first started this game, I was screwed, because preparing for missions is pretty tricky. We're going to take 12 food for hills, 1 shovel, because I don't think there's going to be more than that. We're going to take... Where are we going? We're going the runes. The runes have a lot of skeleton keys and a lot of holy water unlocks. And I don't think there's many venomous things, but there is some bandage things. And we'll take 4 torches to be safe. And let's go out and see what is in the world. Darkest Dungeon is very dark, as you can guess by the name.
The fiends must be driven back. And what better place to begin than the seat of our noble line?
So it says we need to do 100% of room battles. So I think the route we're going to go is we're going to check here, we're going to bounce back and check here, and we're going to come back and go through there. I think that's going to be the best. Wow, we got a fight already. That's kind of scary. Damn. Pretty good damage from him, or damage to him to start out. Now we can grape shot and pray for the kill, but I think our best chance is just to pretty much guarantee our kill. There we go. Good hit. That was a really high one too. So we could judgment for damage, or we can heal. He took quite a bit, so we're going to go ahead and toss a heal on him. Or her, rather. Nice dodge. I feel faint. It's okay. So I can look down there and see their blight and bleed resist. This guy has less bleed resist, but a much less chance to hit than this one. But this one won't get blighted, so I think I'm going to go for the blight. Nice. So a zealous accusation will hit both of these targets at the same time. And since this guy has 3 damage for 3 rounds on him, I know that if I can get him down to 2 HP from at least deal 2 damage to him. Yeah, I'm just gonna let my action stock. Beautiful. And there's no reason to kill this guy because he has a debuff on him, but to lower the stress, we might... Wow. Alright, we got a badass over here, Bobab wrecking hard face. We got another... I never mess with these bookcases, they are oftentimes giving you bad stuff. But here's our first shovel use, so that's really scary. If we happen to end up along another shovel activation, it'll give us a lot of stress and damage for not having a shovel. We'll have to dig through it with our bare hands. So we have a little bit damage on Heather down here, but I think it's going to be fine. Everybody else is in a good state. Our stress isn't too high. And I kind of wish we'd get a scouting opportunity, but it doesn't look like we're going to get that lucky. Heirlooms are really nice. I think we're going to go ahead and pop a torch here. Because if you see, the lower we get plus stress, plus heroes, surprise, and scouting. I think this is holy water. It is. So we get some extra stuff. Oh, that's a little scary. These guys in the back are mainly stressors, so they're just going to try to stress our guys out. And these guys in the front are just melee jerks. I think it's going to make sense to give himself a buff. Then maybe we can just lay down some damage. 67% chance to hit, 80 on the front. So if we could lower this guy some, we might be able to get a zealous accusation from our crusader to kill both of them. Maybe we get the double blight. I don't know if it's worth it. We could just go for the damage. Let's go with the double blight. Oh, they both got blighted. That's really nice. Let's check out our zealous. We're guaranteed to kill one if it hits, but the other one won't die. But it missed. That's really bad. Newbie, come on. Nice dodge. Bump in the night. Not bad. No negatives associated with it, but they do go first. And sadly, they are just adding up to the stress. I think we need to... That guy attacked. If we dealt enough damage, we could get this guy to die. And that is sadly not enough damage. But gave us a little bit of a heal, and it got them lower. Oh, that crit. So we're definitely going to have to start doing some healing. That crit is brutal. Grape Shot wouldn't be a bad choice here. It would probably kill one of them, but I think let's just focus one down, because they are really putting some DPS on us. So he has 3 HP, he has 3. They'll both die next turn from the blight. So it only makes sense to me to target one of these guys, and there's a kill chance for him. Oh yeah. A little bit of stress relief, not enough sadly, but a little bit. And that's our fight one. Hopefully we get a chance on our Vestal here to heal, maybe? No, it doesn't look like we're going to get any hills, but at least we got the double kill. Oh, that's nice. A slow and insidious killer. So this is why we brought some food. We're going to eat some to heal up. I'm going to raise our light level. I think we're going to do one more. Just less likely chances of us getting surprised, or just kind of preparing ourselves. So that's another scary thing, is there's a hunger activation. And oh, here, this is so bad. It's going to stress us a little bit. So that's really ugly. This is kind of looking bad for our first mission here. We're getting lots of bad fights with tons of stressors and a front line that's just in the way. So I think we just need to go for some damage. That's a bad miss. That's a good hit though. Alright, so we might just see what happens when somebody gets way too stressed on the first mission, which is not where I want to be. Go ahead and try to blight them. Sadly, only one of them took the blight. We're going to get our Crusader to try to get a kill here. Nice.
Give them no quarter.
Newbie really throwing out the DPS. Currently is kind of just holding this party together. Everybody else is doing a meh job, but Newbie's really pulling it together. I think we need to just focus this guy down. Nice. This guy's still blighted, so we only need to deal 3 damage to him. Okay, so we know he's dead. Wow, he's double blighted. That's 6 damage. Oh, crit. They're really getting to us with that stress. That's a good kill, though.
The bigger the beast, the greater the glory.
So this is it's looking a little scary. Gonna go ahead and use the key to unlock that.
Stop is only the first test. Now Now it must be carried home.
Normally I'd love to have this Knight's Crest, but we aren't getting enough crits to satisfy me in saying that we won't just take way too much stress to recover from. Sadly, we have to keep this this food, because if we get another hunger check, we're kind of just out of luck. And when you have to go back to places you've already been, your party will start to gain a lot of stress. I really hope we don't get to a situation where somebody stresses out and then ruins the whole run, but it's possible. I've had people die on the very first run. That's a lot of damage. See what we get. Pretty good money.
Trinkets and baubles, paid for in blood.
Now, if we were cowards, okay, that's really good. That gives us a food activation safety. Oh, this is a bad fight though. These guys hit really hard, so I can't be having misses like that. Nice crit. Bring down that stress a little bit. Burn in the holy flame. I'm digging that. So I think our best chance is just going to be to blight one of these guys. Oh, if that would have been one more damage, he would have died from it. Oh well, still pretty good. Not going to be upset about it. They're really starting to deal some DPS though. So when they get marked, this guy will deal extra damage, so a little scary. They double web this guy. Man, he's getting low. Once they hit 0 HP, they'll go on something called Death's Door, which would mean they won't die with the next hit, but there's a possibility of them dying. And we don't want to be there, if at all possible. Sadly, we don't really have very many stuns, except for our Crusader, and he's our main damage dealer right now.
A victory, perhaps the turning point.
I think we're gonna get a little bit more torch here, because this guy's guaranteed to die because he has 3 HP and he's blighted. So,
As victories mount,
oh nice, that was the last one.
resistance.
Let's go ahead and touch the suit of armor. A knightly ore. So we could go down here and look for loot, but there could still be hallway fights. And I think that's a really good time to be happy about our first mission.
Bones return to rest. Devils remanded to their abyss.
5k plus 3. It's not bad. And we got plenty of crests and stuff. Let's see what we get. Both of our guys hit level 1, so we're all rocking level 1. We got Dipsomania and Photomania. There's a lot of mania going on there. Intense craving for alcohol. That's kind of sucky because he'll only drink at the village. The Fear of Eldritch is pretty bad. We definitely want to get rid of that. And the Virtue Chance is meh. Hardskin is fantastic. And the Warren's Tactician is pretty good too. So, I mean, it wasn't the worst first run, but it was scary.
This place before the crows and rats made it their domain.
Okay, so we've unlocked the tavern and the abbey.
Fresh kegs, cards, and curtained rooms promise solace to the weary and broken alike.
Exactly what he said. You can slot your people in here, and they will undergo some stress stuff, so they aren't as stressed. We'll definitely take the leper and the vessel.
Understands that adversity and existence are one and the same.
So the scary thing here is we have 4 members. Can we upgrade this? I definitely want to start getting more heroes. We'll double upgrade this to 4.
Here, in the mud and rain.
So I think Newbie
Have been dusted, the
is probably going to go out on our next mission. Bobap is a little too crazy, and Heather is too. Kristen is going to be forced to go out. I don't want her to, but kind of have to. And we had to commit these 2. Okay, so let's see. Did we get anything worth having? We can't have Newbie have any less stress resist, honestly. That would just be a death sentence. Okay, well, I mean, I guess the only thing we can do is go do another mission. So now we have a lot more unlocked. We have a short apprentice mission that is a scout. You explore 9% of the rooms. There's 100% of room battles. another scout, and another 100% room battles. So we're just going to look at all the stuff that's available, and we're pretty much going to choose according to that. Eldritch Slayer is okay, but eh. The Dodgy Sheath I think is pretty good. I would be down for that. The Dazzling Charm is meh, and the Slippery Boots are good. Now this means we get a camp, and I think we're going to want to do that. Let's see what kind of camping skills we got. Reduce Stress, and Heals and Stress, that's really good. Nighttime Ambush is really useful to prevent it. We have Lower the Mask. It reduces his stress because everybody else stress. Not really the best. And we have one buff. It's not the worst, but it's not the best. I think it's going to be alright, though. We're going to over-provision for this mission, hoping that we can kind of throw money at the wall and have that... Oh, I don't like this, actually. I don't like this at all. Looks like we got a... Kristen will do slightly better in the back position because she only has 2 moves that can be used while she has 3 moves that we could use. This kind of sucks that we can't unlock the rest of their skills yet, but it might be okay. Let's go and provision. We get a camping session, so we're going to take extra food for that. I think we're going to want up to 24. Last time we didn't take enough shovels, so I'm going to take 3. We're going to take... This is the runes, so once again we're going to take a bandage, 2 skeleton keys, 2 holy waters. Let's go with 6 torches. And... I mean, we could take some other stuff, but we might not. I mean, I'm going to do it. No, not you. You. I'm going to do this for the purpose of showing off some more interactives, or interactions. I don't know all of them, but I know a great deal of them, so I'm hoping that'll help us. Why are these guys starting with 10 stress? That's weird. I don't know why they're actually just starting with stress. So let's get started. We need to explore 90% of the rooms. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I think that will allow us to skip 2 rooms. So I think we're going to go like this. Oh, go back up. We're going to go like this. Grab that. Going to go down here. And try to skip these 2. And if we have to go back to at least one of those 2, that's going to suck. Now, I don't remember this one. I want to think it's holy water. But it could be a torch, maybe? Let's see. Let's do it with Kristen. Nice! 30 stress relief. I'm really happy that was holy water. If it wasn't, that could have been really bad. Could have just like stressed her to the max. Which luckily we haven't seen what happens when you get stressed to the max, but trust me, it's gonna happen. So I remember this one is herbs. We get some nice little stuff. Actually, it wasn't that good, but okay. So this fight didn't look too scary as long as we kind of focus. So I think we should start out. We could illuminate one of these targets, but I think these guys can't actually attack from back there. Or I know this guy can at least. So let's focus this first bone soldier down. Nice, we got the stun. We could do a Hue that has a 65% chance to hit both. Or we could probably go for almost a guaranteed kill. Oh, the miss. The leper misses a lot, but he's a powerhouse damage source. I don't know what we're going to name him. Let's go ahead and do a judgment here. Yeah. 6 damage, pretty good. It's going to allow for probably a double, or not a double kill, but at least 1 kill with a Zealot's Acquisition. Nice. Good start. Get another judgment. Let's go for the kill. And it's a miss. Damn it, Kristen. How dare you. Let's go for the stun on this guy. Missed that too. Man, that's a lot of misses. So I think we want to try the Hue for the good chance to kill on the Bone Soldier and the damage. Nice. I think we're going to name the Leper Stew. I'm looking for a Zealous Accusation here. I think it's going to be able to kill him if it hits and deal damage to him. That's really good damage.
A faint hope blossoms.
I guess we'll just go for the stun. Really? Man. I guess we'll heal. Start to get some of those hills back up will be nice.
These nightmarish
Let's
creatures can be felled.
bump our torch up one more. I think we're going to go ahead and name this guy. Actually, no. This is going to be Joseph. Joseph. Who's this gonna be? I wish there was a random button, actually. That would be really interesting. Oh. We'll just name it my character's name. And let's get it going. So, let's try not to kill myself or my bro. God, that's gonna bug me. I wanna rename him just Joe. Because I only call my brother by Joe. I never actually say his full name. Now, here's a stressor I wouldn't mind getting rid of, but it's a low chance to hit. That's really bad. Don't push him. Okay, luckily that was resisted. When they do the Ren, they come forwards one, so this guy is close to being useless, being pushed back so much. Dazzling Light, we could go ahead and get a stun down. Nice. So we'll try to hit this guy instead. Leper's missing. Come on, Joe. I put an extra E in there, didn't I? Damn it, damn it, damn it. Stunning Blow. It's not a bad choice. Yeah, we'll go for the stun here. Double stunning is nice. Get rid of some of their potential. Sadly, these stressing attacks are really gonna do us in. Nice. Joe spelled incorrectly, got a nice hit there. We'll go for the damage here, the Acolyte. I'm tired of her trying to stress us out. I think we can... one of these might get a kill. 12, boom. Newbie laying down the Justice. And try for the stun, because I don't want her to keep stressing us. Very nice. The Hue. Good damage. And... I mean, why not?
The way is lit. The path is clear.
I believe this is another one that requires unholy water? Maybe? It was. Fortune Smirks. Oh, it removed a bad thing. Interesting. So before I forget, just gotta name him Joe Romeo. Got Noobs, Sasuke, and Kristen. Let's get it going here. Like I said, I think we're gonna go up and only have to go back once. I actually don't know what these... Oh, an Unsettling Passage. Oh, that's bad stress. Disarming traps. Who has good trap disarm? 0 from him, 10 from him, 0, and 10. So, you're the least stressed, I guess. That's terrible. It's not looking pretty. We may have to campfire pretty soon to try to reduce some of the stress. We got a scout, though, so we'll get to see what's in these rooms. No fight. No fight. That's really nice. There's a shovel activation coming up. Let's try this. Oh, wow. Nice, a map. So it looks like it just showed us. It didn't show us what the actual rooms did. There's a hunger activation. Didn't show us what the rooms did, but at least it showed us some fat loot. I can't remember what this one did last time. I think it de-stressed. So let's see, 50, 40. We'll de-stress with you. We don't have... Oh, we don't have holy water. I think it's not worth getting a massive stress thing.
Even the cold
That could be terrible.
bent on preventing passage.
Damn it, Cold Stone. Work with me. Let's go ahead and double torch up here. Here's another one. It's scary, but the lasting effect. That sounds terrible. Town will only flagellate. It could be a lot worse, is what I'm gonna say there. I didn't see that trap.
Curious is the trap maker's art.
Oh my god, really?
Having
Please.
to see unwitnessed by his own eyes.
We're gonna get full torchlight before we go into this fight. If it is a fight. Oh, it was, wow. We have double stressors. Oh, don't target not our vessels. Vestals. Breathes heavily. Oh, that crit. Nice. Lots of resist. Or, not resist, but taking some of our stress down. Illumination might be fine here to try to hit her. I think we will do that, and it missed. Seems fitting. Let's go for the guaranteed kill if we hit. It wasn't guaranteed. It could have hit 7, but I'm just saying. I had a good chance. Let's try to stun this guy. Man, Newbie is a monster. So every time you stun somebody, they get a buff to where it's harder to stun them every time. So you can't just stun like somebody infinitely. 2 damage, not bad at all. Let's do some healing. I could get the kill, but let's just do some healing. 3, nice. And this is just the kill. Oh, the miss. If that's stunned, I wouldn't even be mad. Okay, let's see. I think we should withstand to get some of that stress away. It gives him a 25% protection buff and decreases some of the stress he has. That's a pretty good heal. So we cheesed that fight a little bit, but we didn't do it too much to where the game was like, what are you doing? If you end up cheesing the fights a little too much, that's really bad. Another hunger activation. At least it healed us. But if you end up cheesing the game too much, your characters will get bored and they'll start like insulting you for taking too long, and they'll start stressing each other out. It gets pretty ugly. And I'm not saying that I've totally tried to cheese the game before. Who would ever do that? We're gonna take our camping here. We're gonna try to get Kristen out of this well, Kristen and Heather out of this danger. Or that's me, Sasuke. Who the hell is Heather? Let's go ahead and get some relaxing. We'll eat a butt ton of food for the hill and the stress relief. I think the Zealous speech is going to be worth it. I don't know. It might be nice to target reduce for a little bit. 10 doesn't seem like a lot, but it adds up. Let's see what else we have here. If religious hill. That's 1 companion, but she is religious, I believe. Let's try it. That's really good. And I think we'll give our leper some accuracy since he's been missing a lot. We could chant and lower that lower, but I do think the accuracy is just going to make it even better. My friend, the light shines upon you. I'm ready for battle. I'm coping well despite the madness all around. We are straight backed as the Royal Guard. What a badass. Oh no, we got assaulted in the night. It's not... Oh, that's kind of sucky. It moved our... You know, that's not near as bad as it could have been, actually. Now, we want to take out this Arbalest as soon as possible. He deals a butt ton of damage. Wow, 15 crit. That's ugly. Let's go for the Zealous. Ah, didn't get the kill. I think bringing down his dodge would be nice, but if we move him closer, our buddy here is going to have a better chance of hitting him. So that's +6 torch, that's +6 torch. They're the same, but doesn't really matter which one we use as long as they hit. So sadly, our buddy here is just going to move forwards a bunch of times in this fight and do nothing. But I mean, if he gets another turn, he's going to do well. 2 damage, not bad. Let's just go ahead and finish this guy off. I'm tired of him looking at me funny. Let's go ahead and grab a hill. That 15 crit really took him down a notch. Let's try for the stun. He only has 10% resist. Real nice. Okay. Now, if Joe gets to go and he punches this guy in the face and kills him, That's gonna feel really good for, hell, my morale more than the character's morale. He did damage. Let's go ahead and finish him off. Got the nice little hill from the judgment too.
At least promises success.
So that nighttime fight was kind of sucky. Let's go ahead and move him back to the very front. And which one needed to be up one more? 3. Yeah, okay, you did. So that's nice. Joe leading the pack here. Hoping for... Do we have herbs? We don't have herbs. So we're just going to skip this up. And we're out of torches too, which is a little scary. If it gets too dark, we have a really high chance to be surprised. This has only worked out poorly for us. I said it only worked out poorly, then I tried it anyway. Another Arbalest, that's really bad. Pretty good damage to start out with though. And then the hill isn't bad. The crit again? Are you serious? That's a bit annoying. Good kill though. Brought down his stress a tiny bit. So I think we need to go for the stun chance on the Arbalest. Just keep him from being a jerk pretty much. And let's go for the kill chance. Nice. So sadly we are under a lot of stress. Even after that campfire, it didn't help near as much as I needed it to. And that's a pretty bad miss. Ooh, nice kill. Sadly that didn't de-stress him any. Joe's still freaking out. He keeps reading books. Why do you keep reading all these bad books, Joe? Oh, we surprised them. That would be... This fight actually scares the crap out of me. It's an 80% chance to hit. Let's go ahead and start dealing some DPS, getting it down. I think we just need to blow through them as fast as we can, so... The stun, 68%. Ah, he resisted, that's bad. Try the Zealous Accusation for the kill. Pretty good. It moved this guy up at least. At least he didn't blanket fire. Oh, that's so much stress. 58. Breathes heavily. Everybody's breathing so heavily today. So I think we're going to try to ignore this Bone Defender to kill these higher priority targets. It could be the right call or it could be the wrong call, I'm not sure. That's a nice kill. Our Crusader might be able to just one hit this guy. Oh, but that always helps. Let's try for the Zealous Accusation once more. Another kill. Man, Newbie is just so godlike. He's cleaning everything up. He's the montage kid in Halo right now. I think we should probably go for the stun. It's a pretty good chance. That's always nice. 8. He has 2 HP left. He's still stunned. Okay, I'm going to be a little cheesy. Let's sneak in a stress hill here. Because that 10 is a really big stress hill. Sneak in a hill here. Because he's still stunned. Now he's unstunned. Now we need to murder him. Okay. Let's just kill him. I don't want to keep testing. Luckily, we got a lot of torch from that from our Vestals.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
So we brought another shovel this time. So we don't have to get through it with our hands. And we get a torch. That's nice. We'll just go ahead and use this in the inventory so we don't bring it down here. Joe's looking a little bit more confident. I'm really hoping this counts towards the victory. If it doesn't, I did my math wrong, we're going to be real sad. So I think we're going to get her to try to open this. Dull and uninteresting. Better than stress, I guess. So it looks like I'm going to be coming out on our next adventure if... Oh, come on. This is a bad fight to be... Oh no, they stress and stun? Jesus. That wasn't too much damage. We have anti-venoms. We can go ahead and give her one. She's getting really high on the stress. So... I do think that we need to... Go ahead. No! I'm so stupid. I thought we were on... No comment, guys. Let's see. Illumination. Let's go ahead and smack this maggot. Kill him. That was some pretty good damage, actually. And you're just gonna have to do the dance with her. Kind of balls it up a little bit, but that's fine. I think we're just gonna try for the kill. Ooh, the crit! Truth prevails. Jesus, newbie, you're so manly. Let's go for another smack. Oh, well, you can't hit all of them. So I do actually think it's going to be worse for us to move. Why do I do these things that I do? Okay, we definitely do have to get some hills in, though. We could cheese this and probably heal up to full here. This is so dumb. I'm going to have to move you back so he can try to hit. Hope this doesn't blight. I forgot to use the anti-venom for her, so we are going to have to give her another heal. Wow, it's for a lot more rounds. So let's go ahead and use that anti-venom. And let's try for the smack. 5 damage. Pretty good. And the kill. Come on, Joe. You're disappointing me. Hope he doesn't go first. Joe, really? How old are we? Good kill. Kristen had to come in and finish it off. Joe's too busy playing with it. What's this?
Awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
That seems pretty good. Plus 20 damage if HP is really low, and plus 10 protection if HP is low. The death blow resist is scary, but we haven't really been struggling with HP too much. So if anything, it's just going to be like a free boost of damage. If we get that low anyway. And I do think we won it on probably our leper. Mr. Joe Romeo. This should be the end of the mission if we're lucky. Nice. It's I mean, there's no reason not to. It's the end. Delicious. Let's get out of here. Celebrate with a little bit of food.
The shifted corridors and sloped walls of our ancestry are beginning to feel familiar.
So we picked up 9.5k there. Pretty damn nice. Some heirlooms, and we got the dodgy sheath, which is going to go really well on Bobap. Bo busy. Level 1, nice ding. Another level. Fear of Unholy is terrible. Blaze is possessed by demons, but Gift of the Healer is pretty good. And Deadly's fantastic. Bad Gambler can be dealt with later. But those that give us incredible accuracy debuffs need to be dealt with.
So well regarded is now barely whispered aloud by decent folk.
They are mostly down in stress, so we're going to go ahead and give Bobap the dodgy sheath. It kind of scares me because it lowers accuracy, and I hate anything that lowers accuracy. But I think 8 dodge and 2 speed is fantastic. So did we unlock any more of these? We did. We've unlocked the guild and the blacksmith. Where's the blacksmith?
Once again, the forge stands ready to make weapons of war.
Okay, so we don't have any of these upgrades, so we can't upgrade weapons, sadly. Now the guild is extremely important.
We will face ever greater threats. Our soldiers must be ready.
They must be ready. We're going to do one of these. Sadly, we couldn't do both.
If one is to master the brutal arithmetic of combat.
So we're going to be spending a lot of money here, but on really important stuff. Holy Lance is amazing. Inspiring Cry is also amazing. We're definitely going to upgrade Smite and Zealous Accusation. I think we can hold off on the stuns. It's nice to get the higher stun base, but I don't think it makes as much difference early on. So we're going to go ahead and do Holy Lance and Inspiring Cry. First off, we're going to go ahead and put Bobap in here. We're going to put point blank shot since he has high speed. And we could do Wicked Slice, but as long as we have Open Vein, I think it's going to be okay. Because I don't want to waste all of our money. Kristen, we definitely want to unlock the stun. We definitely want to do the party stun and upgrade it to 2-2 instead of 1-2. And we'll definitely upgrade her heal. We'll go ahead and upgrade, do the same thing for me. Joe, we have to upgrade his damage skills. This is nice because it gives more protection, and I believe later more stress heal. But it's almost ridiculously important to get his accuracy higher. And I actually don't think we need to upgrade anything at the moment on our Witch Doctor. Why'd I call her Witch Doctor? Our Plague Doctor. Too much Diablo! So the accuracy bases do go up quite a bit, but the blights don't yet. And this doesn't go up too high, only 3%, and I never use that ability. Battlefield medicine is really good, but we're going to be bleeding ourselves dry of money if we go too much further. So let's see if we have any new heroes. We want a Hellion.
Barbaric rage and unrelenting savagery make for a powerful ally.
Okay, so we have 3 new people to name. Go ahead and name... Actually, I know who this is going to be. This is going to have to be John. John is a vicious clown with dark jokes, and I believe nothing fits him better than that. Let's see, what is the most John? I guess the most brutal one would be the last one in the first place. Godfrey? Whatever your name is? Let's see. Somebody who's kind of serious. They collect loads of money because he is a bounty hunter. He has pretty good abilities too. Does he have the abilities I want? He has most of the abilities I want. But I can't really afford it anyway right now. And wow, she luckily started out with all the abilities I wanted too. So we definitely have John here. I'm thinking a Tony. I'm feeling a Tony here. Actually, no. We know who this is. This is my buddy Billy. Billy's always serious when it comes to video games. Deadly serious. Griffin. I'm gonna go with my... Well, her name's Alex, but we already have an Alex technically. But hopefully it's not too much confusion. So, last things that we do need to do is Joe needs to go to... Joe and Kristen need to get some stress relief. Will they drink? They will drink. But we don't have enough to upgrade it. So we're going to make Kristen drink. That's a lot of money. And we're going to make Joe... What will Joe do? He won't gamble. He'll only flagellate. So, okay. That's... Wait, what? What? What's happening? Am I crazy? I thought that was this. Oh, the frickin' caretaker's enjoying it. One last for each of you. No skin shall be left. Well, looks like you're out of the next mission, Joe. Sorry about that. But I believe that's going to do it for today's video. We don't need to equip any of this stuff. We've unlocked quite a bit. We've named all our characters, and we started up a new series. I hope you guys enjoy it. If you do, check out the other videos on my channel. Mainly the Nuclear Throne. Love it to death. And look out for a lot, and I mean a lot, more Darkest Dungeon on the channel. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Peace, guys.